Hello, and welcome back to Diecast Graveyard. My name is Paul. Thanks for joining me today. Today we got a really cool wheel swap. This car here is a 55 Chevy Bel Air gasser, and the tampos on the side, or the livery as it's called, is the Heat Fleet. Now sometimes you get a car that the wheels need to be replaced, but the paint job is actually pretty cool. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and do the wheel swap here, and then we're going to do a little bit of detailing, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So go ahead, grab your favorite adult beverage, and join in today with the wheel swap of this beautiful 55 gasser Heat Fleet from Hot Wheels. Let's go ahead and get started with today's wheel swap.
It's time to start the autopsy.
I've already drilled the car apart, so let's go ahead and get it apart and take a quick look at the parts we're going to be working with here today. Now, like I said, the paint job on this thing is pretty cool, so I really didn't want to disturb that. But the wheels definitely are a little bit to be desired. Interior, it's typical gasser interior. We'll get those wheels swapped out, and here's the windshield. You know, I wish that there was more people that would make the aftermarket windshield, so if we didn't like the color of what we had, we could get rid of it. Let's go ahead and work on these wheels. Now, being that they're a gold center hub, I had to find some wheels that I had that had gold centers. And these beautiful Samed wheels just fit the bill. The best part about these is that the wheels that you get, like this, the 12 millimeters and the 10 millimeters, they fit perfectly inside these gassers. Now sometimes, depending on the car, you may have to use a longer axle or cut the axle down in order to get it to fit properly. Now if you need the axle to be longer, then you can go ahead and you can use the wheels, the axle from the wheels that you pulled out earlier, and you should be able to use those to go ahead and extend your axles. And that's today's tip from your Uncle Paulie. We're going to use a little bit of this JB Super Weld, at least on the back wheels, but you know what, we'll just put a little bit of touch on the front wheels also. Just one drop. You don't want to use a lot of this stuff because, like I said before, it will travel down the axle and it will freeze your wheels. So make sure that you're careful with this step here. It'll take a little bit of time for you to get a good feel for what you're doing with these here. Now, this is a really good product, and you can get it at Walmart or you can get it at my Amazon Marketplace page. So check out the JB Super Weld and pick yourself up a couple of them because you're going to be using it almost exclusively. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of detail here. Here I'm going to use some silver out of this Molotow chrome pen refill and a little swab, a little makeup swab. Put 2 or 3 drops in there. These bottles actually last a long time, and being able to put them on with this little swab is definitely going to save you some time. So go ahead and think about getting one of these things, and again, you can find this on Amazon or on my Amazon Marketplace page. Color in the radiator, the headlights, etc. That'll look really good. Just the little tiny little nuances, the little details, that's what's going to make your custom pop. That's awesome. Let's go ahead and do the master cylinder here for the brakes. That's looking pretty good. Just be careful with it because if you touch the sidewall inside the engine bay area, it might be a little difficult to get in there and get it cleaned up. So just take your time and be ginger with where you're putting the paint. Looking good. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click on that little bell to be alerted to any future videos that come out. Now, if you're getting anything out of these videos, do me a favor, hit the like button. This will allow me to be able to produce more videos for you. And it doesn't cost you anything. And it definitely helps me out and allows me to continue to make video content for you folks. Also, if you have any questions or if there's something you'd like to see, I do read every single comment. Now, I may or may not be able to get back and answer you for it, but you know, I do my best. If you've got questions, I do my best to answer them. That's looking pretty good. Let's let that dry and we'll move on. Here are these velocity stacks that I had a friend 3D print for me. Now these will fit right over the top of the section on the blower here, and we'll be able to put those velocity stacks on top, and then we'll paint them silver. Just like that. Let it dry thoroughly, because the glue will get into the paint that you're trying to put on there, and it'll gum it all up and make it look like crap. Just make sure that your glue is dry. That's looking good. And we painted the interior black. Now here's all the pieces. We got the body that we detailed up. That looks good. It's amazing what a paint pen can do. Here's the base with these brand new beautiful wheels from HotWheels. Here's the interior with the engine detailed and the interior detailed. And here's the windscreen. Let's go ahead and put this all together and give my creation life.
Lies! Lies! Do you hear me? Give my creation life!
And here's what we started with. This Hot Wheels 55 Bel Air gasser with the Heat Fleet livery. We took the car apart, we evaluated the parts that we had, decided that the majority of the things that we needed to do was the wheel swap and just some details. We detailed up the engine, we put the beautiful brand new Samed wheels on there, and we put it all back together. And what a fun time this was, because like I say, sometimes it only takes a little bit of change to make this car look fantastic. But this one was a lot of fun. And here's what we got to. Look at how nice this turned out with just a few subtle changes. And as I always say, folks, you can do this too. Go ahead and get you some main lines from Walmart, if they have anything. Go to some different places like Dollar Tree and Dollar General like that if you're looking for cars. Get you some main lines and practice this. Go to the HotWheels website at www.samedwheels.com and check out what they have to offer, because they got a lot of great wheels and selections for you to choose from. Get yourself some paint pens or some permanent markers, etc., and get in there and start customizing. And if you happen to have something that turned out really cool and you're proud of, go ahead and send me a photograph. I would love to see your work. But that's the whole point about this, is me helping you with your hobby. This is so much fun and I truly enjoy it. This video today is brought to you by HotWheels. HotWheels has a very large variety of wheels and accessories for all your die-cast needs. Check out their website and look at all the different varieties of wheels they have. The hardest decision you'll have to make is which ones you want. HotWheels at www.samedwheels.com. Check them out today. Thank you so much for joining me today on Diecast Graveyard. I had a great time doing this wheel swap for you. I've got all kinds of videos in my playlist section, so go ahead and check those out, especially the how-to section. And if you have any questions, get back a hold of me. We got a lot more stuff coming up. Thank you, and cheers.